Okay, what's up, everyone? Liverpool 3, Brentford nil. Okay performance. We completely dominated the possession, but we struggled to break down teams, in this case Brentford, who implement a low block strategy against us. You saw it twice now when we played against teams with 10 men. It's just a real big struggle for us to break down these defenses. And it's not until we first score that it becomes easier for us, because these teams have to kind of come out from the shadows and actually try and have to play us. Um, and Brentford executed their strategy really well. Thank God, though, we scored towards the end of the first half. Super Fabinho to the rescue, who is in fact our top goal scorer for the month of January this year. So shout out to Fabinho for a really solid performance. He also was my man of the match as well. So kudos to him for filling in the shoes of Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah while they're away. Later in the second half, it was a little bit nervy. It was really important for us to get that second goal. And thankfully, Oxlade-Chamberlain came through, scored from a diving header. And then thirdly, Taki Minamino later scored with an assist from Roberto Firmino, which was a result of us using our high press to put pressure on the defenders and the goalkeeper, and that led to a mistake, and that led to a simple tapping goal. Shout out to Bobby Firmino, because he could have scored, but he wanted Taki to score on his birthday. So shout out, well played to him. But yeah, we're going to continue to struggle. It's going to be difficult. At the beginning of the season, this is a period where I identified as being a hard period. Mane, Salah, Keita, all the way at the AFCON. And shout out to them for representing their countries well. I've been enjoying the competition. I hope you guys have also been enjoying the competition. And I believe Guinea's top of their group, or joint top of their group with Senegal, if I'm not mistaken. And Egypt, despite losing to Nigeria Super Eagles, they still have a really good shot of making it through to the next round. So I know some of the language before was, Liverpool are going to miss these players for 2 games. I'm starting to see a scenario where it could be slightly more than 2 games, but we shall see. I hope the players represent well, and when it's time for them to come home, it's time for them to come home. But who knows what's going to happen. But fingers crossed, they hopefully are COVID-free. Hopefully everyone's injury-free. And hopefully when it is time for them to come back, they come back healthy. But until then, we need to figure it out. FSG is not going to buy no one. I'm not getting my hopes up. It just is what it is. So, we're going to need more production from your Minaminos, from your Jotas, from your Oxlade-Chamberlains. Maybe we might see Harvey Elliott. Shout out to Curtis Jones, who played really well in the midfield today. But we just need to all step it up. If we don't step it up, we're going to fall further behind City. But luckily for us today, we are now within 11 points with a game in hand. We win that game, we're 8 points behind, and I believe we have another matchup with Man City coming up soon. So with that being said, this gap could be closed down to 5. And that's pending Man City doesn't make any mistakes. If Man City makes mistakes, drop a few points, a couple of draws, or even a loss or so, we can be right up in this thing. But right now, it's Man City's to lose, but we're right there. So we'll see what happens. But going back to today's performance in the game, like I said, it was tough to break them down, but once the deadlock came, we're fully in control. So I call this a professional performance. So, it is what it is. We'll just keep trugging along, and hopefully, we can get some backup from our boys in Africa. But until then, we just got to deal with what we got. So next up, I believe we have Arsenal in the FA Cup midweek, and I believe we have Crystal Palace during the weekend, and that's not going to be an easy match. Vieira has these boys playing really well. They're hungry. They always ruin things for us, so I'm not really fond of Crystal Palace. Um, but hopefully we can come out on top of that one as well. So, but until then, my name is Bola, and this is your match review. Have a good one.